bro Scavellis was popping? Where my bro Scavellis at? Damn, I just dropped a mad butter weed, man. I got it. Bro Scavelli the Dons was popping. Was popping. How we looking out there? How we look? Ooh, you doing all type of shit to die tonight, baby. When it's raining, you can't be doing stupid stuff on the road, baby. You can't do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Can you do it? I ain't gonna be able to do it. This weed so stink. No, you get some weed that's so stank. It's so stank. This weed stank. It stank. Oh God, y'all just clearing that crash? I missed that crash by the skin of my teeth today. As soon as I got off the FDR, I heard it on the radio. Major crash on the FDR. Traffic backed up for miles. I said, damn it. He was a lucky motherfucker. Man, what's with all these vehicles over here, man? What's going on? You a bad motherfucker. You put a big ass sticker on the back of a brand new Audi Q7. You put a big Michigan State sticker. Like, yo, bro. Chill out, bro. Fucking dudes is crazy out here. Niggas is crazy. Mother. What's good with y'all, man? What's goody? What's poppin'? Everybody doing stupid stuff on the road tonight. I swear to you, man. I always say that when it rains in New York City, people in New York just become dumb. Like people that drive in New York, their IQ just dropped down 90 points. As soon as it starts drizzling, everybody's doing something stupid. That's all I do is listen to 1010 Wins all day. Like I'm 90. There's something soothing about the sound of 1010 Wins though, man. It's therapeutic. When I hop in my car in the morning, that's the first thing I do, throwing that 1010. See what's going on out here. I got a song, he just said Blue Sky. I got a song called Blue Sky. I got an album called Blue Sky with the title song on it, Blue Sky, which is in my opinion, my best album ever, man. My two best albums, because I put some albums out there, bro, real serious projects. My best two albums is Blue Sky and As Above, So Below. A lot of people might argue and say it's going too far. Sweet Dreams is another great album I did. Going too far too, but ain't nothing fucking with As Above, So Below and Blue Skies. You heard? Shit different. C. Medina was populated.
News time 8:34. You're hearing Frank Ocean.
Rex Money TV was really good. I just decided to go on live because I had to move my car from out my parking spot and all of that. If I'm gonna do all of that, I might as well go on live and holler at the P-Pals. You heard? I gotta move out the parking spot and all of that. I might as well holler at the P-Pals. Straight up. If you ain't see that new episode that I dropped today with the bro ST from Staten Island, go check that because that's going in heavy. That already got 4,000 views. You heard? That already got 4,000 views. That might do 10,000 views by tomorrow. You heard? So if you ain't go check that, check that. P Caves TV, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, As Above, So Below is one of my favorite albums, man. If not my favorite album. I was the first dude to come out with an animated mixtape cover. You heard dudes was hating, trying to say I wasn't the first to do it. Show me the first that did it then. I know what I had on my album cover. I was the first person to have an animated mixtape cover. First. You heard? As Above, So Below. All you gotta do is go on livemixtapes.com, baby. You can listen to the whole album. Soon I'm gonna put all these albums on my Patreon. That's my word. I might try to do that shit tonight. I want to put full albums on the Patreon. Like, yo, that's available for download at all times. If you on my Patreon, you could just download my whole classic albums in their original state. Straight up. You God was popping. Marcus Simpson was really good. But yeah, my genies. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this tape. I've been putting some tape on my phone lately so that the motherfucking, so I could drive with this joint right here. I ain't got no time for my phone to be taking major spills. We ain't gonna be doing that now. Word of mouth. But yeah, my jeans. Check that new episode that's out. Leave a comment. If you ain't see the episode yet, when you go check the episode, make sure you leave a comment. Shout me out. If you ain't got nothing else to do on the comments, just shout the boy LAZ out, and I get back at you on them comments. You heard? But we need that algorithm on stir. We need that algorithm on stir fry. Hit it with the algorithm on stir fry. I need that algorithm on stir fry. Fuck you bonking your horn for, nigga. Got something you can bonk. Oh, I think my lights is out. I think I'm wilding out, driving with my lights out like a savage. Nigga driving down rainy streets with his lights out like a savage. Sav Kills. Shout out to the bro Sav Kills. East New York in the building. What's really good? Killer Dogs was popping. Staten Island niggas be different, man. The Island of Staten, man. Serious. Keep it real though, man. Y'all niggas y'all gotta love my Staten Island content, man. I mean, I'm not like these other YouTube channels, man. These other YouTube channels don't be having no Staten Island content, man. You heard? They don't be having no Long Island content, man. They don't be having no Yonkers and Mount Vernon content, man. Z-Lord be having that, man. You heard? I cover the whole state, man. These niggas cover they borough, man. I cover the whole Stilsey, man. Whole New York, man. Niggas don't be having no Rochester content, man. Mac Ben, man, you gotta perfect this Slim Blunt style, baby. These blunts be slim, baby. You gotta know how to smoke them. You heard Robert Jackson was popping. Hopefully these dudes approve my episode that I got waiting for tomorrow. What you doing, Lord? You trying to get hit by a car? Come on, bro. Hopefully these dudes approve my episode by tomorrow so I could drop this bomb tomorrow. Straight movie lord. Start calling, not just story lord, movie lord. Straight up. But yeah, man, you know what I need, man? I need a motherfucking, oh man, listen, man. Got something for niggas' asses, man. Real talk. I got something. Got something, baby. I got something. Yeah, I gotta do that part 3 though, man. It's been raining for the last 2 days, man. I ain't get a chance to go post up and film that part Tracy. You heard, but I gotta go film that part Trey. Know what I mean? I'm trying to think how I'm gonna finesse it though. Like, I already know what I want to talk about, man. You heard? Talk about that first couple of nights in Brownsville. Whew. Man, listen, man. Get my description game on, man. That nigga ST on that joint today, that nigga painted a picture. That's gonna be the new thing, you heard? From now on, if a nigga is painting a picture correctly, I need y'all niggas to throw them paint brushes up in the emojis, in the comments. I need the paintbrush emoji, and they got the paint wheel, the shit that you put the little paints on. I need the paintbrush emoji, and I need the paint wheel emoji flying, man. When the nigga painting that picture, because the nigga ST was painting that picture today, when that nigga was like, that sound John Rodder was making brought him back to nigga shit. That description of that Kaksaki cell block was real descriptive. This is the type of shit we do over here, man. You heard, we make audio movies. We make audio movies, my nigga. You heard? Soon some of these shit's gonna be on the big screen or the little screen in your crib. You heard? Or both. Probably both. You know, I'm a likable guy. You know why I'm a likable guy? Because I'm a good guy, man. I'm a type of dude. I don't really have malice in my heart. I don't have that snake shit in me. A lot of niggas got snake shit in them. I don't have that snake shit in me, man. I don't want to snake nobody. You feel what I'm saying? That shit ain't in my blood. So it's like, once I get me a motherfucking Hollywood friend, it's over, nigga. Once I get a Hollywood bestie, it's over, nigga. You're gonna see about 7 movies a year. I'm gonna run down on Tarantino, all of that. Yo, son, cause my ideas don't just be hood movies, man. I told y'all niggas, man, I got a crazy idea. I be scared to speak on shit. I be wanting to speak with the team, but it be little infiltrators in the team that be biting the bars, man. You heard, pause, but it's like, yo, man, I got some ideas for movies, bro. Next level shit, bro. Next level shit, man. Niggas don't want it with me, man. I'm telling you, man. Better not ever get no serious cake. Because if I get some serious cake, I'm going to have some time. I'm going to have extra time. And when I get that extra time, I'm going to pull a Stephen King on niggas, son. I'm going to lock myself in a log cabin somewhere, and I'm not going to come out that motherfucker until I got 3-4 scripts, nigga, movie scripts. I'm going to dumb out. I'm going to go to the woods somewhere with a bunch of motherfucking weed, and I'm going to turn off, I'm going to leave my phones at home, nigga. I ain't going to take nothing but my laptop, and I'm just going to go into a log cabin with mad weed and some food, and I'm not leaving that bitch till I come out there with 4-5 screenplays written. Straight up. I'm the type of nigga, I like pressure. Pause. You heard? But I work well under pressure. So if a nigga put me under that pressure, like, yo, Laz, listen, man, I need you to deliver me that screenplay within 60 days. I like pressure like that. You heard? I love shit. Be like, ooh, I got 60 days. Ooh, the clock is ticking, nigga. What you gonna do, nigga? But my back is against the wall. That's like when we did that video with Jim Jones. That nigga told us the price of how much the video was going to cost. I ain't have none of that money, nigga. I ain't have none of that money. I told that nigga Vane, I said, Joe, tell that nigga we will have that money by such and such. Nigga, I ain't have a dime, nigga. But you could best believe I hustled that shit up, nigga. What? Video with Jim Jones? What, nigga? Nigga, I'ma get that money, nigga. I don't give a fuck if I gotta sell cock on motherfucking. If I got the motherfucker post up at the old age home. You heard? Sell cock to old ladies. $50 a wop. I'm gonna get that money, nigga. You heard? If I got to stand in the hallway at 4 in the morning with an 8-ball, I'm gonna get that money for that Jones video, nigga. You heard? You see me walking down the street with an 85-year-old. You feel me? You see me hugged up with an 85-year-old at the bank. You know I'm trying to get that video on MTV or Jim Jones. I'm trying to do something big, bro. So, you know, if you ever saw me walking down the streets with a good 85-year-old or something, you heard? Nigga out here hustling, man. Look the other way, man. Just look the other way. Don't say nothing. Real talk, though. Nah, but that's why you gotta have a couple of good older chicks in cut, man. You know what I mean? Good retirees, man. You feel what I'm saying? They got that bread. These young bitches, man. These young bitches be broke, my nigga. But that 60-year-old, that 65-year-old black, sexy black, mature woman that retired from motherfucking nursing. She retired from motherfucking hospital work for 25 years. Man, her credit is wild. Her bank account is wild. Everything is wild. You heard? You be laid up with that young bitch. Y'all niggas be trying to put together $8 to get some Kennedys. Y'all trying to get an $8 box of chicken. When you with that old broad, man, her refrigerator is packed. You heard? She just gave you the credit card like, yo, here, boo. Go get you whatever you want to go get, boo. You need a couple of them in the cut. You heard? You needs a couple of them in the cut. Like iodine. Straight up. Shit gets super hectic one day. You know, you gotta call your motherfucking Miss Jerry. Everybody need a little Miss Jerry in the cut now. Remember Miss Jerry from Martin? That Martin used to always be fighting that old lady, Miss Jerry. Everybody need a little Miss Jerry in the cut. Oh, shit. Nigga see a nigga in Target with Miss Jerry like this. With a whole TV. Straight up. Now, I had me a couple of them oldies though, man. Them golden girls, man. I had a couple of them golden girls now. You heard? Straight up. That's my retirement plan. If ever shit ever get fucked up, YouTube shit flop, money get fucked up again, nigga be fucking broke and all of that. Man, listen, man. How the Golden Girls theme song used to go? Listen, nigga. Barbara and Ruth and them niggas. I'll be hollering at Barbara and Ruth and them niggas real early. Heard? Before I be back in the penitentiary for selling some drugs or robbing something, I be taking down some Golden Girls, nigga. Straight up. Go post up right in front of an old Jamaican church on Sundays. You heard? I go right in front of an old Jamaican church on Sundays, nigga. Something definitely on my camera, man. That's why this shit is so light like that. Must be a fingerprint over the camera. I gotta take this shit off and clean it the correct way. What I came in this bitch for again? Oh. Yeah, my nigga. Niggas got a fan on the floor. That shit almost blew me off my feet. What type of fan is that? I be feeling sorry for chicks, man, because if I was really the dude who I really want to be, chick has no, they have no wins against a nigga like me, man. Hurt. I'm an aggressive nigga, man. I'm gonna tell you something else, Target. I better stop putting them thick ass mannequins in these motherfucking stores. You heard? You know they got them plus size mannequins popping off nowadays. You heard? Plus size mannequins be looking right. This shit be looking right. But yeah, man, why the fuck my camera look all light like that, man? Like, what the fuck is going on, bro? What y'all doing, Samsung? You heard? I was on my iPhone shit. I went back to the Sammy, trying to give y'all niggas another try. But y'all disappointing me right now. Alright, where's this shit at, man? If I came all the way over here and these niggas don't got this shit, I'm very tight, man. Very fucking tight. Not seeing the shit I'm looking for, man.
She turned around and see her. She was like,
God damn. Niggas price game on motherfucking. Niggas price game on motherfucking certain products be next level shit. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. These niggas right here. Oh, look. That's that shit I always be saying. You already flax, and that's a flax seed. How is this, man? It's looking like I came here for a waste of time, man. Straight up. Nigga said, thank you for being a friend. That's gonna be the anthem, nigga. Let a nigga money slow up out this bitch. Thank you for being a friend. Down and down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. That shit crazy though. That nigga Cameron sampled that shit. That shit was tight. Wow. Thank you for being a friend. That shit was hard. Down and down the road and back again. Your heart is true. It's almost that time, babies. You heard? Gen Poppies. Gen Poppies. It's almost that time for us, baby. You know, I'm almost up there, baby. It's almost that time. When it's that time, that niggas gotta embrace it. You heard? Embrace that time. Get ready, baby. That's about 10 years away, baby. You heard? Nigga gotta do what he gotta do, man. You heard? We gotta do what we gotta do out here, man. Just get ready. That's all I'm saying. You heard? Oh, shit. It's rough being a man. It's rough, nigga. All that manly shit starts drying up after a while, nigga. You heard? You be bent up. You gotta get ready to embrace that bent up. Oh, this shit pissing me off. I'm gonna end up having to get off this fucking phone, man, because I'll never find this shit on the phone. Fucking with y'all niggas. Alright, maybe I was the wrong editor out. Then when you in spots like this, it's like it ain't nobody you can ask for help and shit. Oh, there go the shit I'm looking for right there. Which one do I want? Nah, fuck that. Stick to the script. Stick to the script. Alright. Word, man. It's this shit. I almost threw this shit in my pocket by mistake. Like just not even thinking. You know how you just throw something in your pocket? I was about to throw this in my pocket. Niggas would have tackled me. Niggas would have tackled my shit. Hey, you! You know you getting old. You know you getting old when you start liking candles and shit. You heard? I be going past candles and shit. I be like, damn, that shit smell good. I need to get one of those. Nigga getting old, man. You start liking them candles. Heard nigga being Marshall's like, yo, this is delicious, right? Nah, nigga, you just old. You just starting to enjoy the finer things in life. You starting to enjoy the simple things in life. All right, so I come to Target to get one thing, and then every time I come in this motherfucker, you heard, every time I come in this motherfucker, oh shit, I just remembered something else I gotta get. Luckily, I remember this shit, so I would be pissed off if I had to come back here tomorrow. Or it's Bon Jovi. Yeah, man, where this shit at, man? Is this that shit? This is it. This is it. Yeah. Yeah, this is it, baby. This is the stuff, baby. This is the stuff. Yeah, but I gotta get the fuck out of New York, bro, because nigga be hemorrhaging money out this motherfucker. You heard? Nigga be hemorrhaging money. Like, you just walk in and that shit is just, you know how a motherfucking... Hold on, man. Excuse me, let me just grab this. Yeah, man. You know, I'm the type of parent... Matchbox, y'all be bugging the fuck out with y'all prices, bro. I don't know what's up with y'all. I'm the type of parent, I can't come to Target without snatching up a car for my boy. This shit right here, this shit fire. This shit is fire. You heard? Man, I love these cars, man. Disney, y'all be wilding with y'all cars too, man. I mean, Pixar, y'all wilding, y'all wilding out. Like, why y'all can't just be like Hot Wheels and have $1.29 car? Why you can't just make a kid happy for $1.29? Why y'all niggas cars is $3.99? Matchbox. Y'all niggas is devils, man. Get them dollar cars back in the market. Remember when I was a kid, nigga, They used to have this store in Belmont. A lot of y'all dudes don't remember this store in Belmont because y'all Brownsvillism is not as don't run as deep as mine's. You heard? But it was a store in Belmont back in the days that um they was a clothing store. It was like a bargain store. But in the back by the cash register, it had a whole wall of Hot Wheels cars, like or Matchbox cars, whichever one. And them shits was just all on the wall, and kids would you could pick which car you want out of the motherfucking case on the wall, and they take that shit out for you and give it to you. That shit was different. That's how they originally used to sell Matchbox and Hot Wheels cars. They had that shit in a big ass case, and you pick which car you want and tell them what number car you want, and them niggas unlock the case and give you one of them shits. Nigga, I was addicted. I was addicted to these cars. Straight up. Yeah, nah, I fucks with them candles though. Them shits be right. Them shits be expensive too, man. Them candles don't be cheap. Them shits be a dub. Them shits be chunky. You heard? I don't be able to afford them shits all the time. Yeah, definitely. Life Through Galleries, definitely. I fuck with all them black exploitation films, my nigga. I fuck with all of them shits. Told you my favorite joint in the world is Hell Up in Harlem and Black Caesar. Ain't nothing fucking with neither one of those. If you ain't see those, you wildin' out. Hell Up in Harlem and Black Caesar? Them shits is the ultimate classics, bro. Ain't nothing fucking with them shits. I'ma keep it real with you.
Attention target guests. The time now is 9:02, and our target store will be closing in 58 minutes.
We live in a whack world where the Target closed at 10 o'clock. We come from that 24-hour Target life. Hold on. Niggas asking me to put a $3.50 toy insurance plan on my shit. Just bugging out.
Remember to grab your receipt. Thanks. See you again soon.
Target fell off, man. That niggas closed down a Pizza Hut and Target, man. Y'all wilding out with that. Oh shit. I hate when I'm walking out of Target and I see some shit I would have bought, man. Come on, bro. I want this shit right here. Damn, I want this shit. I feel like getting back in line for this though. Alright, I'll hold my head. The inner Puerto Rican blood in me is telling me to start teaching my son how to play baseball. Heard? Because I feel like if somebody would have really took some serious time with me, I would have been a good baseball player growing up. I feel like I'm a natural pitcher. I don't know what it is. I just feel that way. So, and I'm already seeing my son. It's 3 cash. And that boy got an arm. I'm going to keep it real with you. I ain't gonna just say he got an arm just to imagine it to myself. But we be playing catch. Son, arm is accurate, man. You heard? For a 3-year-old, that arm is accurate. So I'm gonna have to get him up in Central Park with a good wiffle ball, with some good bats, and teach that boy how to. I gotta buy that joint that you put the ball on top and they hit the ball. I gotta get that shit, man. I gotta get that shit for my son. Teach him how to play baseball at a young age. Heard? Get that good glove. You know, you pop up. Ain't nothing like that good glove. When you get your son that first glove. That shit used to be the shit back in the days, man. Going up in Modell's and picking out a good baseball glove. Oh man, ain't nothing like a new crispy black or a good brown old school joint. Man, listen, man, that shit was the shit back in the days. A baseball glove should be the best. Straight up. Yeah, I ain't trying to get Target be doing that, son. I be going in there like, yo, word to my mother. I'm going in there to buy a pack of diapers. And that's rap. Nigga come out, nigga done spent $72. Nigga got a rug. Nigga done bought a candle. You heard? Nigga done bought about 3 toys. Last time I went up in Target, I just bought my son a motherfucking $25. I forgot how much that shit was, but it was more than what I expected to buy. Bought that nigga a whole Play-Doh set. Then I came back, bought him a kinetic sand set. That nigga be running through that shit in one day. That Play-Doh be hard. You heard? But it tickles me to my soul to see my son doing anything constructive. Building with clay, blocks, slicing clay up, kinetic sand. I love it, man. I love it, bro. A kid's mind, them kids' minds. Man, listen, we wish we had minds like that now, bro. Remember when you was a kid, how your imagination was crazy, bro? Like, I'm talking about if you had a toy car or a toy train or bus, son, you be looking all in the windows of that shit, picturing people in there. Like, your imagination just turns that shit into a movie in your head. That's why I love buying my kids toys. Like, I was tight when my daughters grew out of toys. My 11-year-old daughter, forget about it. She grew out of toys dumb quick. I was sad. But when she was in the toys, I almost hit the sidewalk just now. It's so rainy and crazy. That would have been crazy. But it's like, yeah, man. When you was a kid, man, them toys was different, son. Them shits was different. I was getting all type of G.I. Joe vehicles. I had the Cobra plane. Loved that Cobra plane. That motherfucker. They used to be ODing on G.I. Joe. Like, all Cobra shit was cheaply made. You heard? Like, G.I. Joe was the American niggas, so they shit was quality. All they tanks and planes. But every time a Cobra plane, that shit get hit with one bullet, that shit be smoking. You heard? But I had the Cobra plane, my nigga. Listen, man. Wait till I get my bread up, nigga. I'm coming for all of those toys. And I want the original ones, too. I don't want no remakes, none of that shit. I want the original Serpentor that with his damn son. How nigga gonna have that and not? You gotta take care of your toys. That's why when my kids, I don't play that shit, bro. Like them LOL dolls and all of that. You know how much money I spent on LOL dolls? Ain't none of them shits going in the garbage because they gonna be collector's items 20 years from now. You heard? But man, I had that Serpentor. Remember how Serpentor came with the little Cobra shit that he flies? Then he had the motherfucking cape on his back. with the helmet, with the serpent head, with the teeth. Man, that nigga was crazy. I had Son. You heard Dr. Mindbender, Destro, Hawk, Storm Shadow, motherfucking Snake Eyes. If I said that already, motherfucking man, listen, man, Scarlet, Jane. Motherfucking man, I had them all, son. I wasn't playing no games, son. I had Cobra Commander, the regular one, and then I had the Cobra Commander that you had to cut. You had to cut the motherfucking cardboard pieces and send your shit in to Mattel or Hasbro or whoever it was Hasbro. You had to send them niggas in to get the Cobra Commander that had the hood on, nigga. I had that nigga, Cobra Commander with the hood on his head, instead of with the metal face. You heard? Motherfucking one of my favorite Cobras. Now, what was Son's name, man? Damn. He was an all red Cobra nigga and he drove the plane. Nigga shit was crazy. I had him. Let me see, man. I had all them Joes, son. Sergeant Slaughter, Refrigerator Perry, with the football that came with the iron pole with a football at the end of it. That was a strange weapon. Nigga just had a metal pole with a metal football at the end of it. Knocking niggas' brains. You'll knock a nigga brain out his head with a metal football on a metal pole. Like, they was wilding with that weapon. My nigga Bazooka. Remember that nigga Bazooka that had the football jersey on with the helmet? That nigga was fire, son. The creativity on these toys was different. What was that black nigga name from G.I. Joe, man? With the bald head? They was before their time, man. They had black niggas, man. They had black niggas repping. What was the black nigga name, man, that had the motherfucker? Forgot son name, man. Had that nigga Leatherneck. Remember that nigga Leatherneck? Had that nigga Leatherneck. Son, my G.I. Joe collection was different, son. My shit was different, son. My G.I. Joe, my Transformer, back in the days, we had Woolworths. Listen, we had Woolworths on Pickens Avenue, son. Woolworths had all the new toys, my nigga. You know, nigga parent ain't even want to take them to Woolworths because you already know what's going down once you go up in that Woolworths. Niggas had the He-Mans. Oh, man. Oh, man. I was a lunatic for He-Mans when I was a kid, son. I was a lunatic, son. All them niggas got the same exact build. You heard? That shit was dumb silly. Every He-Man character and toy got the same exact muscles and build, my nigga. I had them all. Adam. I had Adam. Niggas had that nigga Adam with the pink pants on with a white shirt looking mad sweet. Like, nigga was it was the total opposite of wild ass He-Man. But yeah, man, I had the He-Man with the shit in his chest that when you hit it, it turned to 1 dent, then 2 dents, then 3 dents in his chest. When the niggas had the armor, my nigga, I had the nigga Skunkor. Had that nigga motherfucking Moss Man. Remember that nigga Moss Man? Nigga was just a whole green furry character that smelled like plants. Nigga was looking like a big bud of weed, nigga. Gotta get that nigga. Moss Man. All of these He-Mans is back out now. Them shits is $20, $25 per doll now, my nigga. Per action figure. Them shits is like $25 per action figure. I can't do it. I can't do it, son. But they got all them shits back out. Nigga Skeletor, Ram Man, motherfucking Orko and them niggas. Orko was a silly character because he ain't had no legs. So how you gonna play with him? You can't make him float in the air. I think you had to order Orko too. I used to love that nigga Orko, man. He had some weird characters in the 80s, man. Orko. The fuck was Orko, my nigga? We ain't never see how that nigga look. But yeah, man. I mean, Thundercats, the same thing, son. Thundercats, man. I remember my pops bought me a Thundercat, man. If I'm not mistaken, my pops bought me Panthro. You heard? My pops Puerto Rican. My pops bought me Panthro and was like, yeah, I got you the black one. You heard? That nigga Panthro was black. He was like, yeah, I made sure I got you the black one. That nigga fucking Panthro was crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Lion-O, Panthro, motherfucking, who else was a motherfucking Thundercat, man? I had the nigga that was a buzzard. No, I think my pops, matter of fact, I think my pop, he probably bought me both of them. But I know my pops bought me that buzzard. That dude that was a buzzard, that was down with Skeletor, the buzzard nigga. Had that nigga. I had Skunkor, nigga that was a skunk. Forgot who else Skeletor had on his team. But I had all of them niggas, man. You heard? Lion-O was that nigga, man. You put that shit in his back, his eyes light up. Nigga had the claw on his shit with the sword. That nigga was serious, nigga. You heard? Lion-O was serious, man. You had the little young twins. Then you had the G.I. Joe twins, the evil twins. I love them niggas. The Crimson Guard twins. Niggas had the flyest uniforms on the planet Earth, nigga. Love them niggas, them twins, man. Pause. One of them niggas had a scar on their face. Then you had that nigga Zartan. The toy actually turned colors. His face actually turned colors. That shit was crazy. Word, that nigga Snarf. Snarf! Make that nigga Snarf and Orko get it on. Yeah, my nigga. Word, son. Nigga had the nunchucks. That nigga was serious. You heard? That nigga was serious. I had that nigga. I had another what's the name too? I had the nigga Mum-Ra. You heard? Like before motherfucking yeah, Mum-Ra. You had I think you had to send away for Mum-Ra. Or they had one of the Mum-Ras, that nigga had he was all wrapped up, like before he break out the bandages and become mad brolic, when he be regular, I think you had to send away an order for that nigga. You heard? Because I had that shit. You know what I mean? You had to send like $10 to them niggas or whatever, and they send you that shit in the mail. But Mum-Ra was that nigga, son. Mum-Ra was serious. Straight up. I don't know if Mum-Ra wanted no problems with Skeletor. Skeletor was kind of funny compared to Mum-Ra. Mum-Ra wasn't no type of funny going on with that nigga. That nigga was looking crazy. But yeah, man, sometimes, man, a nigga just gotta, you know, you want to unwind, man. Sometimes I just sit around, I just go watch the old Transformers movie. You feel me? Just go watch the old Transformers movie. That shit'll put you back in the correct mind state, nigga. You heard? You know, nigga, y'all niggas know damn well. When Optimus Prime died in the Transformers movie, niggas was crying like a nigga in the hood really got killed. Straight up, niggas was coming outside. Yo, son, you saw what happened to Prime? Niggas was crying like babies when that nigga Optimus Prime died, nigga. And that nigga dropped that motherfucking Matrix, and that nigga Hot Rod grabbed that shit and turned to Rodimus Prime. Niggas was crying tears. You heard what? Optimus Prime died? Son, niggas was in the hood pouring liquor. If little kids had liquor back then, that shit would have been getting poured, my nigga. When Optimus Prime died in the movie, oh my God, niggas was hurt. Niggas came outside, yo, you saw the movie? Niggas like, that nigga ain't dead, son. He not really dead, son. He Rodimus Prime now. Nah, bro, he's dead. You heard? He is not Rodimus Prime, son. Rodimus Prime is Hot Rod. Yeah, but that's why his name is Rodimus, because he Optimus. Nah, son. He's gone, bro. Niggas was crying, son. Just like in the G.I. Joe movie, when the nigga Hawk got shot. Remember when the nigga shit was real? Nigga, Hawk got shot. That nigga was on his deathbed, my nigga. Niggas thought he really was gonna die. Niggas was crying, boo-hooing. Niggas was boo-hooing, my nigga. When Hawk was on that motherfucking bed in the G.I. Joe movie, he got shot by one of them lasers. Man, that nigga was bent up, son. They made it seem like he really was gonna die, too. They had niggas fucked up. Shit got real. You know how G.I. Joe, they always shooting at each other, but nobody never get hit? It just be mad lasers flying past each other. Nah, that shit got real in the G.I. Joe movie right quick. That shit got real. Hawk got clapped. That nigga was on his deathbed. Straight up. One of them lasers tore his ass up. That nigga was screaming. But yeah, man. Them 80s cartoons, man. Them shits was different. Voltron, forget about it. Voltron was my ultimate shit. I was watching that shit the other day. I just threw an episode of that shit on. I said, let me see if this shit is really captivating. That Voltron shit, man. That shit had kids' minds. Straight up, nigga. Nigga feel like a clown right now. You ain't got them 5 lions no more, nigga. Everybody in here owned some of them, all 5 of them lions, and we let them shits actually get beat up, thrown away. What? Them shits is collector's items right now. They don't make toys like that no more, nigga. That shit was a weapon, nigga. Them shits wasn't plastic and all of that. Them shits was metal, bro. Them 5 lions was metal. Them shits was dangerous. You feel what I'm saying? Man, listen, man. Listen, man. I remember I copped that black lion, nigga. I remember, man, let's keep it real. We was kids, so we ain't know, but it was heavy bootleg Voltron toys in them streets, nigga. Pickens Avenue was bootleg city. Niggas was buying them shits like this. Let me get that black lion, please. Them shits was heavily legged. But I remember when I got that black lion, nigga, I brought that shit to school in my book bag. Niggas was amazed. Niggas was like, son, you got the black lion? Yes, sirree, Barbaruski. I'm sorry, but I got to do this. I came with that black lion, nigga. Niggas was like, son, you got the black liggity? I said, yes, sir. Black liggity. That black lion was chunky, my nigga. That shit wasn't like the regular lions. That shit was chunky. Word the mother. Come on, man. I hate that viper in the back. It should be dumb loud. But yeah, my genies. Word up, though. Yeah, man, I spoke about that on the channel before when niggas was selling Ninja Stars, man. I probably bought more Ninja Stars than any nigga in Brooklyn. I had a collection of Ninja Stars, nigga. You crazy? Shit, I had the collection of them shits. I forgot who in my projects got niggas doing Ninja Star and they got stuck in one of the kids in my projects. I forgot who that was. I think it was the nigga Bilal. Was it Bilal? Rest in peace. Might have been my nigga dark skin Bilal, man. I think he got one of them niggas got a Ninja Star stuck in their eye, man. It wasn't a good look. You heard? We used to stand in a big circle in Howard and have Ninja Star competitions. You heard? Who could throw they shit in the tree the best way. Niggas was wildin', bro. We was too young to be throwing them sharp ass Ninja Stars. Them shits was razor sharp too. Yo, Ninja Stars is some shit though. You on the train minding your business. Some nigga come up, yo nigga, give up that money, give up that chain. You just pull out a Ninja Star, throw that shit in his face. Nigga shit just got a ninja star stuck in his face. Like, you a brutal motherfucker. I gotta make a movie like that. With an Asian nigga, gotta holler at that nigga Jackie Chan, man. When that nigga just an Asian nigga from Chinatown, from New York, that be minding his business, he just turned into the next motherfucking Equalizer. Nigga come to, yo, what's up, Chinese nigga? What up, nigga? And that nigga just take a motherfucking three ninja stars and throw them shits all at the same time in the nigga face. That should be dumb violent. The Equalizer with Denzel Washington, that's my favorite shit, son. Especially the first one. That shit is my shit. Where that nigga just start counting shit, nigga be like, nigga start mumbling. Next thing you know, that nigga just start fucking niggas up. Nah, bro, I hate to do it to you, but I gotta do it to you. When a nigga pull up next to me, thinking I move out my parking spot, and I just turn my lights in my car off. Sorry. Not tonight. Not tonight, gentlemen. Sorry. Then I give him the old school finger like this. No, sorry. Sorry, guy. Fuck out of here, nigga. Let me stop, man. Let me stop. We be venomous for this parking out here in New York, man. You heard? We be acting terrible for this parking. But yeah, my genies, man, I'm about to take it up top, man. You heard? I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow when I drop this episode. You feel what I'm saying? Hopefully I'll be dropping this episode tomorrow. Know what I mean? If they approve that shit. And I'm gonna tap back in with y'all dudes, man. Let me shout some dudes out before I get up out of here. Chinky Eye was popping. Codename Mots was really good. Creative Minds was really. John Torres was popping. Killer Dogs was populating. Let me see if I missed anybody in the spot, man. Oh, I'm getting a stupid copyright in the back right now. Wilding out. Blaze Black was populating. Alberto Rojas was populating. I ain't see you in the building, bro. Darius M was really good. You see who I missed up in the building before I get up out of here, man. Ivy Hill Westside was popping. J.R. Hernandez, Canarsie was really good. DM was really. G Walls was popping. Greg Johnson was popping. Mac Ben was popping. Cannabis to go for Green in the building was popping. Love Source Activated Pause was popping. Yeah, my genies. Yeah, my genie in the bottles. I'm about to go watch that motherfucking House of Gucci, man. I ain't see that yet. Might sit down and watch that shit tonight. Yeah, I can't wait for that Knicks game. If only they let me watch the Knicks game on live with niggas, man. That would be great, man. You heard? I got to read the rules on that. Like, you could watch, you just can't show it on the screen. You heard? But I might tap in for that Knicks game. Might tap in on live for that Knicks game, man. Word to mother. Just have that shit playing in the background so we could get wild. Today's thoughts, peace. Sean Summers was really good. Cruddy Dave was populating. Word, I got to start doing that, man, tapping in. I might tap in on that Knicks playoffs, but I don't know, man. I might be too absorbed into that shit where I can't even concentrate on live. You feel me? But I'm going to definitely let y'all know what time it is. You heard? Word to mother. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to holler at y'all dudes, man. Joshua Barnabum was populating. Let me get at y'all tomorrow. Check that new episode that I just dropped today. If you ain't see that new episode that I dropped today, make sure y'all go light that shit up in the comments. You heard? Word of mother, I was saying that the other day though, man. Niggas dead as Saturday morning cartoons, man. You heard? The internet fucked up Saturday morning cartoons. It used to be a point, nigga, where every kid in America was looking forward to Saturday morning so they could watch them tunes, man. The internet fucked that up. Niggas can get cartoons anytime they want to now. You heard? Nah, nigga. We was scrapping over them cartoons back in the days. Some niggas wanted to watch Channel 2 cartoons. Some niggas wanted to watch Channel 7 cartoons. Some niggas wanted to watch Channel 4. It was all type of arguments and scrap outs. You heard? Nigga like me, I had to watch that Michael Jackson 5 cartoon. That was mandatory. You heard? Niggas wasn't why I had to watch that WWF. Damn, you looking like a fucking... Yo, that shit was scary, kid. That's a movie scene right now. This nigga was running through the streets looking like a wild zombie. I don't know what he was running for, but he was just looking like a wild zombie. But yeah, my G's, that Jackson 5 cartoon, that motherfucking that WWF cartoon with all of the wrestlers. You know, I had to watch that. That Dungeons and Dragons cartoon that used to come on Channel 4 now that they got the movie out about now. I gotta see that in the movies because I hope they ain't fuck up the cartoon because that cartoon was the shit. On Channel 4, that shit came on at like 12 o'clock on Channel 4. It was like the last cartoon that came on Saturday morning cartoons. Dungeons and Dragons, nigga. They sold the same 6-7 episodes over and over, but that shit was dope. When them niggas was in the amusement park and they went on that ride and they ended up in the motherfucking medieval times, man, that shit was hot, man. They had a black character on that and all of that, man. Shit was real. You heard? Saturday morning cartoons was real. Straight up, I was watching that Smurfs too. I ain't even gonna hold you up like the Stanley Cup. You heard? Niggas was watching them Smurfs, nigga. Niggas was watching them Smurfs. Niggas was watching them Snorks and all of that. Niggas was watching Smurfs and Snorks. You know what I mean? Niggas was biting the Smurfs, man. Niggas came out with Snorks. Nah, nigga. Let Smurfs eat, my nigga. Y'all trying to come out with Snorks. You heard? We was falling for that shit too. Nigga, I remember Q-Bert. Niggas had the Q-Bert cartoon. Shit was different in the 80s, son. Niggas had the 80s video game cartoons and all of that, man. Word. Yeah, I used to watch that Pebbles and Bam Bam. Used to watch all of that shit, man. I was a Woody Woodpecker type of nigga, too. I love Woody Woodpecker, man. That nigga's the funniest nigga that ever lived. Straight up. I'm still trying to find that episode. I can't find it, man. The episode when that nigga was eating the food out of the calendar, my nigga. Nigga was so hungry, nigga had the calendar. That shit had a steak, and nigga was just ripping that shit out the calendar. Oh, shit. I love that nigga Woody Woodpecker because that nigga be fucked up, son. That nigga be fucked up in the game, bro. You heard? Niggas be trying to eat that nigga Chili Willy. Remember that nigga Chili Willy? Niggas be trying to flame broil that little nigga, my nigga. Be 8 niggas fighting over that little ass nigga. Niggas picturing that nigga as a fucking hot dog, a hamburger. That shit used to be dumb funny, son. Woody Woodpecker, that ain't nothing funnier than that nigga, son. I'm telling you, out of no cartoon that ever lived, ain't nothing funnier than that nigga Woody Woodpecker. I'm talking about the original Woody Woodpecker. That nigga mouth is crazy, son. The type of shit he be saying to niggas. I'm telling you. That nigga funny, son. That nigga be going to war with that wolf. That nigga be having beef with that wolf nigga. Man, that shit be funny, son. But ain't nothing funnier than that episode when that nigga was eating the food out of the calendar. It was wintertime and it was a blizzard. Niggas ain't have no type of food. That nigga was inside in the cabin starving. Having all type of hallucinations of food. Word to mother. Word, my nigga. Nigga said the Kid and Play cartoon. They was trying everything on us in the 80s, my nigga. They was trying everything. I was watching some Alf the other day. I was like, yo, I used to really sit here and watch a show where Alien lived with a family and shit. Like,
this shit is crazy. Like, you could never get away with a show like that nowadays. You heard? Alf, man. Niggas went crazy. Niggas had Alf. Then niggas went from, come on, we had Webster. Like, what the fuck? Why is niggas exploiting little black miniature people, man? Niggas had Webster, nigga, with white couple with a little black nigga that they motherfucking adopted, man. That shit was kind of racist, man. Then you had Different Strokes. That shit was super racist. Like, them niggas was in the hood playing ball on a dirty basketball court. That nigga pulled up in a limousine like this. Let's go, young Negroes. Taking y'all to my white mansion. Niggas left they friends in 2 seconds, nigga. They ain't say bye. They ain't get them niggas no hugs, nothing. They seen that limousine pull up, nigga. Basketball was dropped. Them niggas ran through the gate. Peace. You heard? Them niggas was in the mansion chilling like this. Wish happened. That shit was dumb racist, my nigga. Straight up. But yeah, man. That's crazy. Nigga said son lived in that crib. Webster was deep, man. Nigga Mike was walking around Webster for a little minute, man. You heard? Mike was trying to lay that pipe down on Webster for a little minute, man. You heard? Mike was into them famous kids, man. You heard? Nigga like, man, Webster, listen, man, I'm gonna have to sport you around the game. Nigga was carrying that nigga Webster in his back pocket for like 2 weeks. Nigga was walking the nigga Webster, a grown ass. Webster, a grown ass man, Mike. You heard? Webster wasn't really a kid, Mike. Why is you carrying that nigga in your arms like that nigga is a kid, man? That nigga 19. That nigga 28. You heard? That nigga 28 years old, Mike. You carrying that nigga around in your hand, walking around Hollywood with that nigga, man. Like, what the fuck? Like he Bubbles or something, son. You was wilding, Mike. And you had Macaulay Culkin. That nigga blew up in Home Alone, doing shit like, nigga was doing shit like that. Mike was like, I must have him. Love you, Mike. I'm just fucking with you, son. But Mike seen that Home Alone movie. He said, I must have him. Bring him to me. Nigga Mike be sending for niggas. You can't turn down a Mike invitation. Nigga pop up. Excuse me, St. Laz. Yeah, Michael Jackson wants to meet you. Nigga gotta just leave everything he doing. Nigga be in the middle of it. Nigga gotta tell his kids, wife, yo, man, listen, man, Mike wants to meet me, man. I gotta fly out to motherfucking Neverland tomorrow and be escorted onto that nigga ranch. You heard? Or Mike just gonna cut my whole everything off, nigga. What comedian was that? Nigga said, niggas keep fucking with Mike, man. Nigga, Mike could turn your, Mike could call and make a phone call, cut your whole shit off. Yes, hello? Yes. Yeah, cut his whole shit. Cut everything. Yes. Nigga be back in the hood. Straight up. Fucking with that nigga Mike. That nigga was that nigga at one time. That nigga put your ass back in the hood, nigga. You heard? You turned down a meeting for Mike. But nah, that nigga Mike be sending for the niggas, though. Like, oh, this mother nigga was collecting them niggas like toys. You heard? The way that nigga had giraffes and monkeys and shit. Nigga had a Macaulay Culkin, a Webster. That nigga wasn't playing no games, son. Nigga was living on a whole zoo. Straight up. Give Me a Break, man. Give Me a Break was my shit, but I can't remember exactly what Give Me a Break was about. I just remember Nell Carter. Nell Carter, one of the realest motherfuckers that ever lived in history. You know I got that song, Give Me a Break, too, with that sample. Give me a break, cause I sure need one. Give me a break, hey, yeah. I finally know where I belong. Give me a break. That was that shit, nigga. You heard? But yeah, they had some wild shows in the 80s, man. They was fucking, man. What was that shit with a little bro was a robot? Come on, 80s, man. Y'all was doing us dirty. What was that that show where the little girl was a fucking robot? And they had her as a daughter. That was a silly ass show. Then you had Punky Brewster. I don't know what Punky Brewster was about. I used to watch the shit though. You heard? Niggas had Punky Brewster. They had the android bro, the little robot chick. They was wilding on us in the 80s, son. Yeah, I was just talking about that Jackson 5 cartoon. Silver Spoons was my shit. Niggas, that was Silver Spoons. Now that was a brutal show, 80s. How you gonna do that to us? We poor little dirty ghetto kids in the hood, hungrier than a motherfucker. And y'all gonna show us a show with Ricky Schroeder sitting on top of his own train, riding through his house. Nigga got video game arcades in his house. That was a cruel show. ABC or NBC, whoever was responsible for that shit, that was fucked up, my nigga. Everybody wanted to be Ricky Schroeder. Like, that nigga had his own train, nigga. You heard? Niggas want to fuck that nigga up, man. Wonder where Ricky Schroeder is to this day. Nigga probably fucked up in the game. Word. Now I was watching that Alf the other day, man. I was watching that Alf, man. You heard? What was that nigga, the fake ass E.T.? Niggas try to hit us with a fake ass E.T., the nigga Mac and Me. Remember that shit, Mac and Me? Nah, nigga. That shit was a dumb fake E.T. E.T. was eating motherfucking M&M's, right? It had what they had E.T. eating, M&M's or Reese's peanut butter cup. I think it was M&M's. Niggas had Mac and Me eating Reese's peanut butter cups, man. I mean Reese's peanut butter joints. Come on, y'all niggas is bugging out, man. Whatever motherfucking E.T. was eating, they had Mac and Me eating the opposite. So if they had E.T. eating Reese's Pieces, they had Mac and Me eating M&M's, man. You heard? That shit was dumb flop. Dumb fake E.T. flop, my nigga. Niggas was wilding on us, son. Short Circuit. Remember Short Circuit, Johnny 5? Son, that wasn't even an Indian nigga, son. That was a white nigga with brown makeup on his face playing an Indian nigga. They was wilding in the 80s, bro. They can never get away with no shit like that now. They had a white nigga with brown makeup on his face playing an Indian nigga. Johnny number 5, Short Circuit. You remember that movie? That was not an Indian nigga. That was a white dude. You heard? They was wilding. Short Circuit. Then they tried to bite Short Circuit and they came out with what's that shit with the little aliens that was flying around in the Bronx? They had little spaceships flying around in the Bronx and shit. Came out right after Short Circuit, man. They tried to follow up with another, alien robot-y movie. That shit flopped. Word, my nigga. Mac and Me was horrible. Niggas did like 5 parts of Short Circuit, man. That shit started getting stupid, man. Johnny number 6 and 7s and 9, my nigga. Johnny 5 is alive. Niggas had us crying over a robot. Yo, nigga, Johnny 5, man. Straight up. Niggas had us in our feelings. When that nigga, I think he died, or when they put him down and unplugged him or something, niggas was crying, oh, Johnny 5. Niggas was prepping us early for that AI, nigga. Straight up. But E.T., I saw E.T. in the movies, my nigga. That shit took like 20 years to come to VHS. I saw E.T. in the movies, man. That shit was a hell of a movie to see in the movies, my nigga. You heard? That nigga E.T. was pale. Niggas was hurt. E.T. whole body turned white. Niggas was hurt. That nigga E.T. phone home. Niggas was sad, like, oh no. That shit is outstanding, though. That movie, if you watch that movie to this day, that shit is outstanding, nigga. Drew Barrymore is all type of star-studded motherfuckers in that movie. That shit crazy, son. That movie ain't no joke, son. E.T., that shit ain't no joke. They did that shit up, nigga. It's certain movies that'll just never get trashed, my nigga. That is one of them. Another one is Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That shit different. If you ain't never see Close Encounters of the Third Kind, go watch that shit, nigga. The original 80s version of that shit. That shit different, son. Boom, 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 boom. That's the realest alien movie ever made. Right there, my nigga. They gave it up in that shit. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, classic. Straight up. Yeah, them E.T. toys. I had them E.T. toys with the light up fingers and all of that, man. Yeah, man. You heard? And them niggas, Atari tried to come out with E.T. the video game. That shit folded their whole business, nigga. They went out of business. I was watching a documentary about that shit. The E.T. game was so horrible that shit put Atari out of business, my nigga. Like with their home systems for years until they came back. That shit put them niggas out of business. That shit was so garbage, my nigga. They tried to rush a game out because E.T. popularity was so crazy and everybody wanted an E.T. game. They tried to rush that shit out. That shit was horrible. That shit was horrible. Niggas was trying to lie to themselves and say that, yo, it's good, it's all right. No, it's not all right. It's horrible. Get that shit off the market, nigga. Straight up. Gene Ecos, peace. Peace to the God. Brian Wilson, yeah, that movie V, they made that shit over, man. You know, that the V, they came back out with the V series, 10 years ago or whatever. That shit was hot too. But the original movie, the original series V, that shit was crazy in the 80s, my nigga. The original series V, niggas eating rats and all of that, that shit was crazy. They made that shit over. Also, that movie, remember that movie? That shit was before its time. Alien Nation. That was a great movie, bro. Alien Nation. That's a classic movie right now that niggas forgot about. They need to remake that shit. That shit was great. Alien Nation, when niggas had the weird heads with the spots on them, that was a wild movie, son. They tried to do something like it with that Will Smith Bright joint, but it wasn't like Alien Nation. Alien Nation was crazy. Straight up. The Goonies is another movie from the 80s that would never, ever be trash. Ain't no black kids in it that I can remember, I don't think. But the Goonies, great movie, bro. Goonies never say die. Love that shit, nigga. That shit made me cry when I watched that shit, nigga. When that nigga give that little speech where they was all about to turn back. And them niggas was like, no. He was like, no. Goonies never say die. Let's go. Let's keep going. That shit be having me in my feelings, nigga. A little tear be welling up. You heard? Little tears start welling up in the eye, man, nigga. I never forget the time when Goonies came out and me and my whole family, my whole Spanish side of my family, we went to my aunt's house and shit. It was all of us. Niggas thought we went to the video store. We rented that shit. We thought we rented that shit. We came back. We like, yeah, we got the Goonies movie because that shit was crazy in the box office. You heard? Niggas said Super Mario Brothers made like $1 billion in the box office so far. That shit is breaking all-time records right now. But anyway, we thought we rented the Goonies. We came back. Niggas made a mad meal, my nigga. Niggas made like some lasagna. Niggas had takeout. Niggas had all type of foods and eats and drinks. Nigga, we popped that shit in the VCR. The whole family was like, yeah, Goonies, we finally seeing it, yeah. Nigga, that shit came up on the screen. First of all, it was started out crazy. We was like, what's this? What's this? This ain't the movie. I don't see, where's the fat kid? What's going on? Nigga, that shit popped up on the screen. Ghoulies. Everybody said that shit at the same time. Ghoulies. We was tight, son. But that's a funny ass movie. Ghoulies. That was the fake Gremlins. See, in the 80s, anytime something got popular, niggas put out a fake one. Gremlins popped off, niggas put out Ghoulies. You heard? But Ghoulies was funny, son. Them niggas was murdering niggas. Ghoulies was some funny shit, bro. Know what I mean? If you ain't never see that movie Ghoulies, watch that shit. Yo, listen, it's horror films from the 80s, bro, and from the late 70s that them shits is different, son. They don't make those type of horror films no more. Them shits was really scary for real. Fuck you up for real. Like, they got an old school movie called Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. Like, these movies is horrifying. Nowadays, they try to tone, sci-fi. They make it, it's scary, but it's, it's not, it's so much special effects that is amazing. But back in the days, they ain't have all of those special effects. So when they made a horror film, that shit was really horrific, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Like, them old school, early 80s horror films, them shit's different, son. Like The Gate. If you never saw the movie The Gate, I saw that in the movie theaters. My aunt took me. First of all, I was too young to be seeing a movie like that in the movie theaters. I was terrified, but I loved it. Son, when I seen the movie The Gate in the movie theaters, I ain't talking about The Gate 2 and 3. All them shits is whack. We talking about The Gate 1, the first original movie, The Gate. Word to my mother, son. That shit was so horrifying in the movies. All I remember a woman screaming and running out the fucking movie theater, bro. That's my word. We there watching that shit. The broad just couldn't take it. She just was like, ah! She ran through the aisles. People was laughing like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with her? Son, that's how scary that shit was. Some people was running out the movie theater, son. Straight up. That shit was different. The Gate? Woo-hoo. Horror classic right there, bro. Straight up. That might be Ghoulies, my nigga. The white man, that might be Ghoulies, man. He had them shits in a basket. Oh, yeah, Basket Case was crazy, too. Basket Case was crazy, son. Gremlins is another movie from the 80s that would never, ever, ever get old or played out. It just will never happen. Every Christmas, I love to watch Gremlins with my kids, nigga. That is the ultimate Christmas movie, bro. Straight up. They don't make movies like that no more. You feel me? That shit was epic. Gremlins 1 and 2 was great, but the original Gremlins, my nigga, I remember when that shit was in the movie theaters, when the commercial was like, whatever you do, don't get them wet. That the commercial used to be like, don't expose them to sunlight. They hate sunlight. Never get them wet. And most of all, never, ever feed them after midnight. Son, niggas, the whole country went to go see that shit in the movie theaters, nigga. That shit was crazy. That's one thing I say about my pops. That nigga was a movie fanatic forever. So anytime a big movie was out, we was in that movie theater, bro. Seeing that shit. I seen Ghostbusters in the movie theater too. I seen RoboCop in the movie theater. I seen RoboCop. I saw E.T. I saw Gremlins. I saw all of that shit in the movie theater, bro. I wasn't playing no games. Now my daughter's like that. My teenage daughter, she a movie monster, son. Shit come out, she in that theater. She don't play no games. You heard? Now I fell off. But yeah, my niggas. Nigga said the Toxic Waste Avenger. Nah, it was the Toxic Avenger. That's a great ass movie too, my nigga. The Toxic Avenger. Great movie. Great 80s cult classic. Yeah, Cujo was great too, man. I think they remade Cujo later on, made the movie over. But the original Cujo with the Saint Bernard, that shit was different. That shit was different. Let me open my door just in case. But yeah, Cujo was crazy, bro. Cujo was Stephen King. A lot of niggas don't know that. Stephen King wrote Cujo. And if I'm not mistaken, Cujo was a short story in the book Different Seasons by Stephen King, which was a collection of horror films that he wrote that didn't include no supernatural nothing. The Stand, the movie The Stand, where the boys find a body on a train, that was from the book. That was from a short story in that book, Different Seasons, called The Body. You feel me? And they ended up turning that short story into a whole movie. And it was The Body. It was no, I think Cujo had his own book. But if I'm not mistaken, several stories that was in Different Seasons became a movie. You heard? I read a lot of Stephen King shit, bro. I read about 20, 30 of that nigga books, man. Real talk. Best shit that nigga ever wrote in his life was The Stand. I read that shit from cover to cover. The Stand and Needful Things, my nigga. If you ain't never read Needful Things, take my advice. The movie ain't shit compared to the book, my nigga. Throw the whole movie away compared to the book. Certain Stephen King books can't be converted into movies. It's impossible. It's not enough time to convert that shit into it. Need 10 hours to do it. You feel what I'm saying? But Needful Things, the book, read that shit, nigga. That shit is a masterpiece. You heard? Word the mother. But yeah, it's mad Stephen King shit that niggas don't know was Stephen King. Mad shit. Then, you know, son used to write under another name, Richard Bachman. So he wrote mad shit under Richard Bachman that niggas don't know was Stephen King. That was fire. That nigga got a fucking series called The Gunslinger. Yo, that nigga shit is crazy. Stephen King shit is crazy, bro. Deep shit, too. Deep, next level, deep shit, bro. That nigga said his parents used to lock him in the basement. I mean, as he grew up, his parents used to lock him in the basement. He used to play with rats and spiders. Nigga said that was the only friends he had was rats and spiders. That's how he started getting dark and horror-y. You heard? Yeah, that first Aliens is always going to be a classic, my nigga. Nigga said Harry and the Hendersons. That's facts, though. All of them shits is classic. Phantasm is a classic. Hellraiser is a classic. Then they got the motherfucking Lee, Let's Make Sense. That's a fact, bro. Them little small creatures, them shits was different. But yeah, that 80s horror, man. That 80s horror was different, son. Shit was great. It's one of those Dawn of the Dead. I don't know if it's Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, one of them shits with the black nigga. That shit is one of those Night of the Living Dead joints that's so realistic, bro, that shit was before its time. Like, that shit wasn't no funny shit, no playing no games. We talking about real zombie murder, blowing them niggas' heads off. You know what I mean? Real crazy shit. I think it's Dawn of the Dead. One of them shits is crazy, where it starts off where them niggas is stuck in that apartment and they trying to get out they stuck in that house and they trying to get out the house. Yo, that shit crazy, bro. Real talk. That shit was 30 years before its time. Nah, that shit when they was in the mall was crazy too, my nigga. That shit when they was in the mall was wild too, my nigga. Was that Zombie Land when they was in the mall? I don't remember. But Maximum Overdrive is another joint. That's Stephen King too. That's Stephen King too. Maximum Overdrive. That shit was nuts. Word, that Action Jackson was serious. Hanging with the Homeboys was serious too. That's my shit. That shit is dumb funny. Hanging with the Homeboys, that shit dumb funny, my nigga. Word, I forgot about Critters. I cheer my genies, man. What was that shit again, son? Where the pit bull had a real head? Had a human head? Nightmare on Elm Street, my nigga. Them shits is serious, man. All them Nightmare. These kids nowadays, they don't know nothing about Nightmare on Elm Street, my nigga. They don't have to deal with that horror that we had to deal with. Nigga, Freddy was real to us, nigga. Niggas ain't want to play no games with that nigga Freddy. Yeah, son, that Night of the Living Dead was crazy, son. That shit was crazy. The original black and white shit. Oh my God. You know what else is crazy? American Werewolf in London. We talking movies that would never, ever play out. No matter what year it is on the planet, these movies will still be horrifying. American Werewolf in London, nigga. That shit is horrifying. Straight up. That shit crazy, son. Word up, my G's. Shit, that first Nightmare on Elm Street had everybody shook, nigga. That shit had everybody shook. Word the mother. But yeah, my G's, man, we gonna talk some more 80s shit tomorrow, man. I'm gonna tap in with that new episode, you heard? Nah, that was part 2 when he was at the pool party. That shit was dumb trash. Nightmare on Elm Street part 2 when he was at the pool party. That shit was dumb trash and that shit flopped. They tried to change the storyline and that shit flopped ridiculously. You heard? Maron Hatcher, what's popping? Jamal Rogers, what's really good? Love The Lost Boys, one of my favorite vampire joints. The Lost Boys, that shit was crazy. You heard? Predator was crazy. But y'all, I'ma holla at y'all dudes tomorrow for a fact, man. You heard? Nothing was funnier than when that nigga Jason, I think that was Jason Takes Manhattan, but that nigga punched the nigga head off. Nigga OD'd, he was fighting somebody, and the nigga was snuffing the nigga Jason, snuffing him, and Jason was just standing there like this. Then that nigga just punched the nigga whole head off. Boom! Nigga head just flew off. So, yo, this shit is getting out of control. Niggas had the nigga Jason on the A train and all of that. Like, nah, bro. I was getting out of control with Jason, man. Word, nigga told that nigga, take your best shot on the roof. Nigga punched that nigga whole head off his shoulders. That shit was OD. Word the mother. But yeah, man, I'm going to scream at y'all tomorrow, man, because we going to be here all night talking about this 80s shit. It'll never stop. Remind me to pick this conversation up. You heard? Z-Lord.